Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dream Police.
Dream police.
We're here to police your dreams. My name is Emily Pineapple, and I am here with Molly Miel and Andrew from Philly. I have been a dream private investigator for the past 15 years. After my 25 years on the force as the commissioner of the San Francisco Police Department, where I was forced to leave due to my interest in dream crimes. No one believed me. One of the many things wrong with the SFPD, their lack of recognizing dream crimes, but we are here today to talk to you about your dreams and discover any possible crimes that may have been committed against you. Again, I am Emily Pineapple. Molly, please tell us what brings you here today.
Emily Pineapple, I can't say I'm thrilled about being Earthside at this time, because in the dream realm, there are no pandemics. There are just dream crimes. And I know, because I am the most famous dream criminal that has ever existed. But Emily Pineapple, I have mad respect for you. You know why?
Why is that?
You took me down.
That's
You took me
true.
down, Emily Pineapple.
That is true. That is how we met and how we bonded. I was hot on your trail for a number of dream years, which is, of course, about 5 minutes in this Earth side time, but years dream side took me to take you down.
That's right. It's like Inception, Emily Pineapple.
Yes.
But I'm happy to be here today because you know what? I care about these meat sacks. I care about your dreams, and I think we're going to have a really great show tonight.
I absolutely agree. And of course, we have with us house band from Philly, Andrew, the Time Child. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. It's a fun time being a dream realm 7-year-old time. Wait, no, what am I? Human realm 7-year-old, dream realm 107-year-old time child.
That is true. I understand how time can be very confusing for our dream side partners here. This is the crack team that I have put together of dream individuals and myself, a very experienced dream detective, here to discover dream crimes that you may have had perpetrated against you. We are here to interpret your dreams. If you out there feel that you have a dream that you would like to share with us, if you have that feeling in your heart, that means that you are here today to share with us that dream. That means that there is something of importance in that dream. Dreams are very intuitive. You really have to listen deep inside to know what a dream is telling you to do. And the urge to join us today and to tell us about that dream, well, that's a sign that your deeper, inner dream self knows that there is something of importance to share. So we would like to invite anyone who has a dream that they would like to share with us this morning to please join this call. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic here on the Earth side, we cannot do our investigations in person. Typically, we travel the globe and find individuals who have dreams to share with us. But now we have moved online, and we would like to invite anyone with a dream to let us know in the comments, and we will get you we will get you into this call to share with us.
The internet, otherwise known as the Scream Realm. It's from everyone screaming at each other all the time.
Very true.
I usually do not understand Earth undream humor, Andrew, but that was a very funny joke.
It was very funny. Time Child, you are very good at human humor.
I used to be human, that's why I'm kind of the best of both worlds, as Siley Myrus would say.
That's true.
I love her. She came in like a wrecking ball, you know?
You sure did.
Chasing her through the dream realms was one of the highlights of my career.
Oof. It was
Only
a party
because
in
she
there,
had...
I gotta say.
Sorry, what'd you say, Andrew?
I was just quoting another song.
You know, she stole most of those lyrics from 10-year-olds.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm worried about you, Andrew. That
Why-
you know
why is
so
that?
many lyrics. Did you dream them, or did you hear them?
Oh God. I'm starting to question everything I ever knew. Could it all have been a dream all along? Am I dreaming now? Or is reality nothing but a dream?
I fear that you may have been the victim of a dream crime, Andrew. These lyrics may have been stolen.
Possible. Well, we'll find out in the course of today's investigations alongside our lucky caller.
Very
No, I
true.
think we're waiting for David Ray Martinez. Hopefully he has downloaded Zoom already. To join us.
Yes. I see. There has been a calling for us to interpret a particular dream today. That means that there must be a lot of importance packed within this dream. Something that people don't realize about dreams is that the dream realm is as real as our world. Right. It operates on different rules, a lot of the quantum level rules, because, of course, when you dream, you are now observing what is inside of your mind, and what is your mind made up of but atoms? And what are atoms made up of? Yep.
Pretzels.
Yep. Quantum particles contain all of these things. You know how a quantum particle can be somewhere at the same quantum particle can be in two places at once. You're uncertain about where they are, about their mass, about their qualities until you observe them. Does this not remind you of dreams?
Dreams.
Could there not be a connection, therefore, between the rules of the quantum realm, the existence of that which is at the core of all existence? Could it not operate on the same physics as
Bless
dreams? Bless you. Do we not all have, therefore, the ability to look within the deepest layers of existence and from those deep layers pull meaning forth? And could there not be crimes happening at that deepest layer of existence?
I think there could be.
I think there could be too. I think you're onto something, Emily, and that's why I respect you as a former time cop and as a present time PI, dream PI. You know, time and dreams are very interconnected.
Yes.
Time, you know, we all know now that time is a cube.
Time is a cube, yes.
And at the very center of that cube is Dream Prison.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to send the dream criminals. It exists in and outside of time and dream. If you would like to... Oh, go on, Emily Pineapple.
Oh, no, I was curious while we are waiting for the subject of today to join us and share their dream. I was curious. I know that shortly after I put you in for your dream crimes, shortly after I caught you,
yes.
We teamed up. I was let go from the force. I left to pursue dream crimes. They called me crazy. That's the SFPD for you.
Yeah.
But I brought you in shortly after I was let go, and therefore I never put you in dream prison. We teamed up almost immediately because you recognized the injustice that had been committed against me by my own justice force.
Yes, and I know you could not take me down because I was about to kill Dream Hitler.
You were about to kill Dream Hitler. That is true.
Which is not a crime, in my opinion.
But I'm curious, something I'm very curious about. Were you ever in dream prison?
Have I ever been in dream prison? Emily, that is a very interesting story. The answer, of course, is yes. I'm the most famous dream criminal. That means I have both been committed to prison and also have broken out of time prison. Since you are my partner and since Andrew is a child, I feel comfortable sharing this information with you, only you, that I have in fact escaped from dream prison.
This bond we have is so beautiful, so pure.
We've been through a lot together these past few crime cases.
This is true. We've developed quite a bond. The kind of bond that can only be developed between members of a crime fighting team.
Yes, of course. And we have really been through it, you know what I mean? So, I mean, killing Hitler, I feel like, was a minor dream crime, in my opinion, if I had to. And I'm very surprised that I went in for that.
An impressive feat, though.
Yeah, that was just sloppy on my part.
It's the kind of thing I would have deputized you for anyways, rather than just put you on my dream private investigator team.
Oh, hold on. My time dog is starting some shit. Shut up, time dog. Time dog down here. He's so terrible. Yes. But he's not actually a dog. He is another dream being. He is actually a dream dog trapped in an earth dog's body.
I know that must be difficult for him. In dreams, dogs often represent our most loyal friendships, but also the possibility of being taken advantage of. They are both loyalty, protection, and deep codependent need. It must be difficult for him to be trapped within a corporeal body where he can only express one of these things at a time.
And this is why he bark.
The reason behind the bark.
Yes, I see we have someone joining us today. I believe we have David Ray Martinez with us here.
Greetings, Martinez.
Greetings.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. We know that it can take great bravery to come and speak out about a possible crime that may have been committed against you. David, please tell us, what drew you to speak to us today, and do you have a dream that you would like to share with us?
Yes, I do. So this dream happened many, many moons ago. It may have happened maybe 4 years ago. I met a woman. Oh my God, a woman. Do you want me to give you the backstory or just the dream?
I believe the backstory may be important to the interpretation of this dream.
Okay. So the music is crazy. So I met a woman on a dating app. It's Yellow. And during this time, we hooked up and she went away. She lived in Texas. And she got me a plane ticket to go out and visit her. And during the time up to leading up to the visit, I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to go, right? So the night before, I say, Father, let me know if I should go. because I don't know if I should be traveling for a booty call.
Was this your real father?
Sorry, I had a phone call. Weird. No one ever calls me. So I go to sleep and in the house with my son. And I'm supposed to leave that morning at 9 a.m. So around 4 o'clock in the morning, my son is like crying ridiculously in the middle of his sleep. So I wake him up and I say, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" And he begins to tell me this dream. He says, "Daddy, I was at your house and you told me to go walk to mommy's house. And when I went walking to mommy's house, I saw another man that looked just like you. And he was like, 'Hey, come here, son. You're my son.' And I was like, 'No, you're not my dad. My dad is home. There's no way possible you could be right here.' And then I kept following him, said, 'Listen, I'm your dad.' And my son said, 'No, you can't have the eagle eggs that are in my pocket.' And I kept chasing him till I got to his mother's house. And when I got to his mother's house, he said, 'Mommy, mommy, this man that looks like father is chasing me.' And when he hugged her, he said, she ripped the mask off and said, 'I'm your father.' And he's like, 'No, you're not my father. My real father wouldn't do this to me. My real father knows what's in my pockets.' And then he ran from her back to my house. And when he was running, he saw an old lady on the street. And the old lady said, 'Where are you running? Be careful.' And she tripped him with her cane. And when he fell, he checked if the eggs were crushed. And then she had the eggs. And then she ripped the mask off, and it was me again. So he ran, and he finally got to my house again. And when he got there, he said, 'Daddy, Daddy, people are chasing me that look like you. What's happening?' And I said, 'My son, we all wear different masks, but we're all the same thing.' So he told me that story, and I was like, wow. So now I canceled a flight because I was supposed to go to Texas. I'm like, why travel so far for booty? I can't.
Mood.
So I canceled a flight, and then I wound up going on an audition for Audible and booked a $4,000 gig. Not doing voiceover, doing actually a print ad. So I want to know, what are you guys getting from this story? Because for me, I think the crime was, I think my son was dreaming for me.
Mask off.
Mask off.
Mask off.
Mask off.
Do you know how to play that on the keys, Andrew?
I really wish I did. Actually, I probably do.
Well, Martinez, a few things really stick out for me from that dream.
Let me know, my sister.
First of all, I can tell that baby Martinez is has a very strong bond with you.
Yes. His bond to the dark side is strong.
And that is so beautiful. And I also would like to suggest, or I would also like to acknowledge that your attire is perfect for our show today. And I think that's going to help with the analysis.
I agree.
Thank you very much. I try to stay on brand.
Oh, yeah.
It's working.
Always.
Emily, what do you see? A few things have stuck out to me, but I want to know what the formal training says before the beat experience chimes in.
That's right.
Certainly, there's definitely a lot of things going on in this dream, but something I'm curious about, something that you said at the end of describing this, is that you believed that your son may have been dreaming for you. What do you mean by that?
I believe his message or his energy that was parlayed was for me, because I've worn many masks in order to make this life a life for them. So I think that was part of it. And I was also blinding myself to things that I should have been doing instead of not been doing. And that's why I asked the All Father about giving me a sign, because sometimes signs come through other individuals and not just yourself. So that's why I had asked for help, because for me, I was easily distracted, and sometimes through the mouth of babes comes the truth. So that's why I had to ask for help versus just sitting back and, going on a flight to Texas with a lady's leg who kept slipping out. Anyway, but the point is, it didn't. I needed help to see something. And sometimes we already know what we need to do, but we deny it. So earlier that week, I had got a call, an audition. The lady, a casting agent, hit me up and was like, "Oh, I think you'd be great for this." And I was like, "I'll be out of town." And she normally never hits me up, so I was like, "Okay." So then when I was thinking about it, I was like, "Oh, well, you know what? It's an open casting call. It's almost no way possible I'll get it, because even though I'm a plus size model, I am not, I didn't think I was the model." So even when that day I went in, there was hundreds of people in the hallway and they were taking people for hours. And when I went in, I took the pictures. Afterwards, I asked her, could she send the pictures to me to see what they looked like? And I thought I looked horrible. I was like, I also told this same story to them. So I told this same story to them and they were very intrigued, because you only had a minute and a half to tell them a story. So I told them this as much as I could in a minute and a half, and I guess that kept them intrigued a little. And then when they gave me a call back the following week, it was at a studio, really big studio. And when I went in, there's a world famous photographer, and he was like, "Oh my God, I love the look of your glasses. Make sure you come back with the same exact glasses." And I said,
"You like glasses on our show too."
Yes.
Yeah, and
it's true.
And while I was there, I was talking to people, being social, nothing crazy. I'm a very social person. But when I walked downstairs, I saw the most beautiful man, bald like me, a brother like me, looked like he lived in a gym. And I was like, there's no way possible I'm going to get this now. And he had on glasses also, so I was like, there's no way I'm going to get this. And then the following week, I got it, and I hadn't been working, and that $4,000 really came in like gigantic. It was very big for me at the time.
Very nice.
So that's why I say sometimes I think once I asked for extra help, that's what was sent to me. And when I tried to decipher the dream myself, that's what I got out of it. But I was wondering, did you all see any other crimes in there?
Well, a few things really stick out to me, Martinez.
Is that, Molly?
So, first of all,
give us your beat.
On my experience on the beat, Well, so it's very obvious that Baby Martinez thinks of you in whatever he does. Whenever he trips, you are there. Whenever he needs help, you are there. For both parents, you are there. That is beautiful.
Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't
But
even think about that.
that's why you need to call into the show.
This is what we're here for.
We're the professionals.
You are a dream criminal, but thank you.
I am a dream criminal, but you know what? I have turned good because I love the meat sacks of Earth, and I think they're very.
You love the meat.
The meat sacks, yeah.
Oh, she loves the meat.
I think that's all the time we have. I'm just kidding.
As in, like Arby's.
No,
as in Arby's, she loves the meat.
In the dream realm, we are all light form, so we do not have corporeal bodies. But also, I potentially see how you may have been a victim of a dream crime.
Please let me know.
Have you seen the movie Face Off?
Yes, I have. With John Travolta and the world famous Nicolas Cage. Was it Nicolas Cage? Yeah.
Yes. Well, we have had a crack in the case yesterday where we discovered that a lot of directors have been entering people's dreams and stealing the concepts for their movies. Are you aware of this phenomena?
No.
Now you are.
Now you are. Emily, what do you think about this? This is another, we have 2 in a row today. We have 2 in a row. Yesterday, we busted up Steven Spielberg and George Lucas for stealing Pup's dinosaur dream for Jurassic Park. And now I feel like Baby Martinez has been a victim of whoever the director of Face Off is.
No, I absolutely agree. I mean, time, of course, works different in the dream realm.
Oh, very true.
And especially given your sense that Baby Martinez was dreaming this for use, gives me the sense that this dream may have existed before this child was born. Some of the things that stick out to me in the dream, of course, is the idea of running and of masks, of being sent away from his father to his mother, only to find that he is back with alternate versions of his father. The alternate versions / multiple versions of the same being phenomenon usually occurs in dreams with beings that provide a sense of safety, a sense of identity, and can represent a feeling that one's identity is growing or changing, and a desire for that security once again. I found it interesting that every person that your son interacted with in this dream turned out to be you. Turned out to be an alternate version of you that he then denied the, existence, that then, said, oh, I am this. And he said, no, you're not. My father would not do these things. He saw in you behaviors that he knew were not the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He saw.
May I say?
Yes.
I'm sorry. No.
Please.
Go ahead. Keep going. So after this, I investigated myself and I looked up, because I was having an issue with the eagle eggs, and I'm like, why eagle eggs?
Yep, that stood out to me as well.
And when I looked up eagles, I don't know if you know, but bald head eagles break their beaks, and then there's a soft, and then they have to let it grow back to get stronger. And I was looking at that, and I was like, maybe this is a part of it, like, the young bald head eagle, my son, he knows how precious he is. So maybe this is a way of him like growing and like, I don't know.
How old was baby when he had this?
Ooh, this was 2017. Yeah. So this is about 3 years ago, 8 or 9.
8 or 9. Powerful age.
Powerful age. I think that he could definitely sense that there were many paths that you, his father, could go down. Many different things that you could represent in his life as his father. And he recognized that his true father, the father that he knows, despite his fears that his father was going to start behaving in different ways, start becoming something different, that his true father knows what is in his pocket, knows that there are eagle eggs, knows that he is the eagle, that he, when he breaks out of this egg, that he still needs his father, that he still needs that time to grow strong. And he knows and he knew that his true father, you, would not leave him, would not trip him, would not send him away to somewhere else. And I think that... I'm sorry?
Oh no, finish your thought and then I have some input.
Absolutely. And I think that that was the sign that you were being given, that your son does still need you. And that he knows, your son knows, that you would not leave him and that you would always do what you knew intuitively was best for him. And that's a beautiful sign of trust, I think, from your son, and even more beautiful that you recognized that sign within him and decided to behave in the way that he knew that you would, to stay with him, to remain strong, even as your son goes through the process of individualization, of discovering who he is and the role that other people are going to be playing in his life. He knows he has that strong foundation, especially given that he was the victim of a dream crime.
So sad at such a young age.
Yes.
But so wonderful.
Yes. So the true crime was that I didn't go to Texas.
False. You should never go to Texas for any reason.
Let's not alienate Texas fans.
Listen, everyone in Texas is so horny and they want to try to get you to go to Texas to fuck them, but please don't go. Don't go.
The whole state.
Whole state. And there's so many of them.
So horny. So horny.
Texas is notoriously the horniest state.
This is true.
Trying to get a hold of David Ray Martinez for so long. Get on that flight. Ooh, the dream crimes will just solve themselves. So let's get it on.
Let's get it on. I stood in New York City. That's where
all the sad, horny people are.
And I made $4,000. I did. Anyway, thank you for helping me with my dream crime.
You're very welcome,
You're
Martinez.
very welcome. Make sure to continue to listen to your son's dreams. Keep an eye out for other dreams that seem like they may have been mined by Hollywood directors for their movies. This one was clearly being observed upon by the directors of Face Off and the producers. However, the message that the dream had for you, the cosmic truth that your son was able to tap into, that you two have a connection and that you are going to be there for him and remain yourself, that which can intuitively see what your son needs and feed that as a parent does a baby bird.
No, one closing idea. I know that we're wrapping up here, but have you, Mr. Martinez, David Ray Martinez, listen, have you ever heard of a succubus before?
Powerful.
What is that? I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it is. Please,
a succubus feasts on your passion in your dreams and lures people into dream crimes. And I think that the succubus in this case might have been that horny Texas woman trying to get you to come down there. He entered the mind of your sleeping child to try to get you to go down, but he fought her with the eagle eggs. The eagle is the most noble of birds, and he broke out and said, "Fuck you, lady. You're not my mommy."
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My dad.
Holy crap. That just blew my time mind.
Yep.
That's why I'm the professional.
That's right.
That's why I keep you around. A true dream criminal. It takes a dream criminal to recognize another dream criminal.
Wow. The dream police.
She knows how their mind works.
The dream police. They have the meat.
They have the meat.
You guys
everybody
are
knows,
beat.
baby.
You guys are amazing.
You're amazing.
You are amazing.
No, you're amazing.
No, stop it. Thank you so much for helping me with
Thank
this.
you for coming, man.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
This 3-year-old crime that has really shaped and like really made me look at life a little bit deeper. So thank you all. Thank you. I don't know what to say anymore.
And remember, never go to Texas for any reason.
Ever.
Never.
Too dangerous.
What about for a paid gig?
Sure.
For a paid gig is fine.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's for
another
person, don't ever go. Don't ever do anything for anyone ever. Is my
takeaway.
Except your children.
This is a very morally upright show.
I'm a criminal.
It really does show. I mean, she's got the best analyses, but the worst moral advice. You can't have one without the other.
Thank you so much, Miss Molly.
All right. Goodbye, Mr. Martinez. Have a great day today.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
And a wonderful day
Bye.
to baby Martinez as well.
Goodbye, Dream Police.
Goodbye, Martinez. I think you need to leave the meeting on your own. Are we going to finish there, Emily Pineapple?
I believe so.
Thank you, friends.
Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much, enemies, for joining us today. We know some of you enemies are watching us, trying to discover how we will discover you. You will not. You will not defeat us because we are the Dream Police. This is my crack private investigating team investigating dream crimes. If you believe that a dream crime has been committed against you, if you have a dream that rings so true, so strong that you remember it for years, come to us. Tell us that dream that is stuck out in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, because it has a message for us and for you. Thank you so much for joining us today on Dream Police.
Thank you.
Take us out, Andrew.